Barking like hell. I'm not going to let her out. What a beautiful morning. Very high humidity. It's 73 degrees right now. We're headed a lot hotter for the day, but for right now, 10 o'clock in the morning, it's just wonderful. This is the kind of morning I have memories of years past. Balmy, comfortable. No coldness anywhere. Well, that's relative, isn't it? Because by 3 o'clock this afternoon, being closed up in the house, you step outside, and ooh. And it really is the humidity that makes a huge difference. There's a heat warning out for all of Minnesota. Had the house open all night, everything open. Fans, had the windows in the loft open with a fan pushing air out. You know, the heat rises. I did everything I could to get the house as cooled off as I could by morning. It was 73 when I got up this morning in the house. Outside was 68. The house just couldn't get any cooler for the day. Finally, about an hour ago, I closed everything up when the temperature got up equal to what it was in the house. Got the fan set up in the landing in the basement, aimed up, so when it begins to get hot, maybe around noon, 1 o'clock, I'll turn that fan on to begin pushing basement's cool air up. This is a sort of summer heat and rains. Blessed, beautiful, beautiful rains. We had another, maybe 1/10 of an inch a couple hours ago. In the middle of winter, you think, oh, what I would give to be back there. This is an extraordinary summer of growth, explosion of growing jungle. impenetrable. Dragonflies flitting around on the just 6 feet above the pond, which is healthy. I don't think the water level's up any more than it was yesterday at this time, but it certainly hasn't receded any. I've been having a lot of fun with barn swallows. They are still zooming in and out of the garage every couple minutes. And I am really confused by how many babies there are. It seems like there's 4 now. Is that unheard of? Is that not possible? As you may have seen yesterday when I was in the garage, I went in there because the birds, mom and dad, were flying into the garage in their usual circular route toward the back and then around, and then not coming up to the nest like as quickly as usual. And then I noticed there's one on top of the car, and there's one, and that one moved then and landed on the upside down chair in the boat on one of the legs. And there was another one on the handle of the mower toward the back of the garage. Well, those weren't full adult birds, I don't think. They didn't look like adults, and adults wouldn't have just stood there and looked at me. Well, I wasn't right up close to them, but I was close enough. They would have flown away if they were the parents. And the little guy that overnighted on the garage roof, oh my God. I came out of the house this morning in pure darkness. Well, maybe there was just a vague sense of light beginning. Sat on my chair, drank my coffee, and then I noticed there's a little, it's too dark to really see, but there was a little blob on the eave, on top of the roof, right next to the edge. That's when I went in and got my headlamp and filmed it. Yes, it was a baby bird. How could it have survived the night out in this cold? And it was foggy, heavy dew. It was drenched, and it didn't move. It didn't move. Okay, I left it there hoping the sun would come soon, but I mean, it begins to rise, but there's a lot of trees in the way before it has to get high enough to cast some light on the garage roof. So I just put it out of my mind. And then when I went in and looked later, after it was light and we were into the day, I looked up at the rail, garage door rail, and there are 2 baby birds out the side of the nest, just along, well, you'll see a picture of it. And they're looking at me. Well, are those the 2 that were out on the loose yesterday? It's too complicated to figure out. And the swallows in the sky last night, there were 4 of them swooping around, and I assumed that baby birds had fledged and were flying joyously. New, wonderful new thing, flying. I can't put it all together. I don't have enough information. But the swallow just now, while I was talking, flew in. One of them flew in, did the usual thing. Was going so fast and came out of there so fast. How did it have time to do anything except throw up in the direction of the babies and keep on flying? I'm loving this. Every summer there's a new something to become enthralled about and mystified by and in awe over. How the natural world, get away from me. I thought the mosquitoes would quit bothering me, but they're not. How awesome the natural world is when you begin to learn about, in this case, just barn swallows. I don't know hardly anything about them yet. I know just a tiny tip of the iceberg about them, and it just, what I've learned already is so immense. How capable they are, how miraculous. Their lives, their abilities. I will never look at human beings as being the ultimate in life and capable. There's a whole world of creatures with life, that their lives are absolutely as full and important as ours. And we tend to push them out of the way, shoot them off, kill them. They're a nuisance. I'm out here standing on the side deck having a little coffee, and I hear a lot of noise inside the garage. And then I see a bear come walking out of the garage carrying a bag of garbage. Oh man, the thing was about 200 pounds. I think that's what's scattered around here. I hope. He dropped it. She dropped it. I clapped my hands and yelled, no, 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 clap, clap, clap. Galloped off, carrying the bag. And then, of course, Insley heard all this and was inside barking like hell. I'm not going to let her out. My knees are knocking hard together. Back inside. This is 1 minute later. Ooh. I'm going to wait. Wait for air quality is 160. I'm going to wait half an hour, go out and pick up the garbage. The bear should be appearing on the game camera. Maybe I'll see it carrying a bag of garbage. I had the bag of garbage inside a garbage can out there. Well, that's not safe to leave out there like that. I got to leave it in the car, double bagged. Life on the bog. This was a bonanza for the bear. It was going to be. Mosquitoes.